Well, hello friends, and welcome back to another day of Vlogtober. Today, Olivia and I went thrifting. She is on her fall break from school, and so we decided to go out and have a lot of fun today. We hit every thrift store except for Goodwill, but I do have a Goodwill haul as part of this because I went to Goodwill by myself a few days ago. So anyway, we went to Emily and Ivy, Twice Treasured, Salvation Army, and then I went to Goodwill, like I said, a couple of days ago. So we're going to go ahead and get started with what we picked up from Emily and Ivy. Emily and Ivy was the only store that Olivia purchased anything from. Also, as a reminder, Emily and Ivy does not give us a receipt, a broken down receipt, and they don't leave the price tags on things. So when I'm in the store, I take snapshots of the item with the price so that I can tell you how much it cost. Some of the items, they do have the price written on it, and so obviously those I won't have a picture. Anyway, let's go ahead. I'm going to show you what Olivia picked up from Emily and Ivy, and then I will get on to what I picked up. Now, the first thing she picked up was this sweater, and I do remember that she paid $10 for it, and it is so pretty. It is so pretty. It's thick and heavy. She will be nice and toasty, cozy, warm at school wearing this sweater. It does not have a name brand. Wait, I'm wrong. Christine Felipe? I don't know. But this is beautiful. I love that shade of green and then the different tones of gray. Just absolutely gorgeous. So she got this sweater for $10. That was a very good deal. And then she picked up this little sandwich container, Wonder Bread. She needs this for her lunch bag. She sometimes takes sandwiches, and she said that every time the bread gets squished. So she picked this up, and I think she paid $4 for it, but I will put a picture up how much she paid for it. So those were two practical items that she picked up, and then she's got 3 items here that were just for fun. She picked up, and this has the price tag on it. Hopefully she can get it off. I think it'll wash off with soap and water. I don't know, can you see that? It says $4, and it's this little glass elephant. She likes miniature things. She has a shelf for miniature things, and so she picked this up to put on her little shelf of miniature things. And then my daughter has a thing for stuffed animals, especially cute stuffed animals. And I have to say, she comes by that naturally because I love cute stuffed animals. And when she was a little girl and a baby, every time I would see a cute stuffed animal, I would have to buy it for her. Well, not every time, but, well, no, probably every time. I would just save it for Christmas a lot of times. So she comes by it very naturally that she loves cute stuffed animals. So she picked up this little bunny. She loved its sweater with the carrot. So cute. And this is from the Boyd's collection. And then the last item she picked up is another stuffy, and this was also from the Boyd's Bear collection. She loved it because she'd never seen a moose before, and also because its head was so big and its body is so floppy. She loves stuffed animals that have floppy bodies. And then with the matching scarf and mittens, so stinking cute. And she said, I bet I can knit him a sweater. And so that'll give her something to do when she runs out of other knitting projects. All right, that is everything that Olivia picked up from Emily and Ivy. So now let me show you what I picked up from Emily and Ivy. I picked up quite a few things at Emily and Ivy. It's where I think I got the most there. which happens sometimes because I really like that store. It's fast becoming my favorite vintage store because it's a vendor mall. Travis or Scott's getting ice if you hear that noise. It's a vendor mall and there's so much stuff in there, and they change their inventory a lot. It goes very quickly, and so there's always something new in there, and they have a lot of smalls, which, you know, because I have limited space, I like getting things like smalls. So anyway, I'll show you the first thing I picked up. It's actually a salt and pepper shaker, and there was only one of them, but I really liked it. And I know that looks like a chip, but it's not. It's just a glare. And it was only $1. So I thought that would look really good with my chicken collection when I put them back up after Christmas. The next item I picked up was this owl. Isn't that the cutest thing ever? It was $6, and it's actually, can you hear that? It's actually a gourd that has been carved and looks like stained, because it doesn't really look like paint. I'm not sure how they got the color on there, but it is so cool. I love it. Very, very different. And you know how much I love owls. The next thing I picked up was this little amber glass bottle. It was probably like an apothecary jar at some point, had medicine or something in it. Lysol, actually. It says Lysol right on the, I don't think you can read it, but it says Lysol right there. And this also had the price marked in marker. I don't think you can see it, but it says $2. So of course this will go with my amber glass collection. And then I picked up this little itty bitty Santa, and he's got a little toy train that he's on a string, and it was only $1. It's not vintage or old, but it's so cute, and I really liked it. And I, you know, like I said, I have to start collecting small things now. So this will be saved for Christmas, which is just right around the corner, and I'll be starting to decorate for Christmas. I can't even believe it. Another thing I picked up was this little juice glass that has the rooster on it. I loved it because of the rooster design. There, you can see it better. I'm gonna wash it. I'm gonna set it on my open shelving upstairs, and I don't think it'll ever get used because I don't want it going through the dishwasher. I don't think it's dishwasher safe. And unfortunately, they only had one. So there you go. The next thing I picked up was this little cast iron. Little cast iron. I like to collect these, and I'm sure I'll find some place to just tuck this in. The next thing I picked up was this Pipberry little candle ring. This is, I couldn't get the string off of there. That was where the price tag was. I'll have to cut that off with scissors. But I thought this would be really, really perfect at Christmas time. I could even probably use it now because red kind of goes with the fall colors. So if I find someplace to put it upstairs right now, I will do that. Then I picked up this beautiful little box. It was only $4. And I love using these little boxes as risers. And this is so interesting. It's got some beautiful carving on the front and on the sides as well. And I think this is just going to look really cute in my decor. And then the last item, I know it's not vintage, but it looks vintage. I can tell it's not vintage because of the stitching on it, but it is homemade. I can also tell that it is homemade. And I got a Thanksgiving apron for Murtis. Isn't it adorable? Look at that fabric. And this floral fabric looks very vintage. That is a very vintage print. And the polka dots. And then on the inside, there's this check material. And then it's got this adorable pocket with the rickrack on it. So cute. So let me get her changed. I mean, I know it's October, but it looks very fall, and she can wear this for October and November. So let me get her changed and I'll be right back. All right, there you go. She looks adorable, all ready for the season. Now, the one thing I do notice about this mannequin is because she's got such a tiny, tiny waist that it is sometimes hard to get the aprons to look perfect on her, but that's okay. So cute. I love it. All right, that is everything I picked up from Emily and Ivy. Now I will show you what I picked up from Twice Treasured. It was not a lot. It was just like 3 or 4 items. So, all right, the first thing I picked up from Twice Treasured was this adorable little basket. They had it labeled a sewing basket, which is probably what it was, but it just looks like a miniature picnic basket to me. And you know how I love using picnic baskets in my decor. I'm not exactly sure where I'm going to put this because it is very small. It's like a lot smaller than my other picnic baskets, but it does have a flat top so that I can stack it or stack something on top of it if I want to. So I paid $8.50 for this cute little basket. The next thing I picked up were these adorable wooden mushrooms. They are adorable, and they were $6. And I love wooden things, and I love mushrooms, and they're just adorable. And I will definitely be putting these somewhere in my fall decor. And then the last thing I picked up, I paid a little bit up for it, but that's because I loved it so much. It is this adorable and beautiful turkey candy dish. It is absolutely glorious. I love it. I love all of the colors on it. Whoever owned it before me, let me take the lid off so I don't drop it, put felt on the bottom so that it doesn't slide and doesn't scuff the furniture up. So I will definitely be washing this up, and after I'm not doing my no sugar challenge, I guess you want to call it anymore, I'm going to make a combination of candy corn and peanuts to put in this and have it sitting on our table, and it'll be very, very, very cute. I just love it so much. And did I say I paid $10 for it? Like I said, it might have been paying a little too much for it, but I don't know. I don't know how much these, are going for. I think it's a hobbyist piece. I'm not really sure. It's got initials MC on the bottom of it, but if it was a hobbyist piece, whoever did this, whoever painted it, did an excellent job. All right, that is everything I picked up from Twice Treasured. And then we went over to Salvation Army. Like I said, Olivia didn't pick up anything, and I only picked up 3 things. So the first thing I picked up was this wooden box. I'm just going to use it as a riser. And it was a set of 2, but I couldn't find the other one. Because it said 2 for $2.99, and so I told the guy at the register, I'm like, well, I didn't see another one, so I'm not sure, and I don't have my receipt here. I'll put it on the screen, how much he charged me for this, but I know he took it. He didn't charge me $2.99. And then I picked up this little lamb to go with my lamb collection. This is Precious Moments, and it was $2.99 for it. And I just thought it was absolutely adorable, and I can just stick it up on my corner hutch with the rest of my little lamb collection. And then the last thing I picked up from Salvation Army, I love kissing figurines. Little boys and girls, little kissing boys and girls. And these little Dutch children, so stinking cute. $2.99 for the pair. And they're definitely vintage. It says Japan on the bottom. and I thought they were adorable, and I thought that was a perfect price. I mean, really good price for these. So that's everything I got from Salvation Army. And then a couple of days ago, I had some time to kill in town, so I went into Goodwill. I don't go into Goodwill too often because I'm usually disappointed and the prices are too high. But on this trip, I did find a couple of items that I thought were worth the price, and so I picked them up. The first thing was this little tiny wooden bowl, and it was 99 cents. I don't know if you can see that because of the glare, but trust me, it was 99 cents. And I'm going to use it as a riser. You can sit it like this and put something on top of it, put a little doily on it and set something on it. And it's an interesting riser. The next item I picked up was this pipberry wreath for $1.99. It's very fall, very fall tones. And I thought that was a really fair price, $1.99. So I will find somewhere to tuck this into my fall decor. The next item, I was intrigued by this. It's definitely old. This little girl, little praying girl. It's a napkin holder. And it says UNESCO Japan on the sticker. And I paid $3.99 for it. She's in perfect condition, no chips, no cracks, nothing. And the girl at the checkout, or the lady at the checkout, said, "Oh, my grandmother had one just like this." So I know it's got some age to it. And on it, it said, and I thought I would put it up on my blue plant stand next to that little Cinderella that I have. And then in the spring, I can use this, I can put it on my table or in a little tablescape to put napkins in. And it says, "Dinner Prayer. Be present at our table, Lord. Be here and everywhere adored. These morsels bless and grant that we may feast in paradise with thee. Amen." So I thought she was absolutely adorable. And then the last thing I picked up from Goodwill, I almost didn't get it because it wasn't priced. There was no tag on it. And so I'm like, well, you know what? I'm just going to take it up to the register and see what they say. And I think, because this has happened to me twice now, that if an item is not marked, there's no tag on it, the person at the cash register has been told to just say 99 cents. So I got this item for 99 cents. I was willing to pay up to $5 for it. So when she said 99 cents, I'm like, sold. And it is this beautiful tray or serving platter. It's a small serving platter. I love the flowers on it. It is very similar to the pattern of that gravy boat that I have on my table that has the little mice in it. I will show you that. I'll take a picture and insert that for you guys to see. But I don't know, it's just beautiful. There are no marks or anything on the back, but I'm going to use this in my corner hutch upstairs. In one of my videos, I am going to be doing a like a kind of a decorate with me. And I'm going to redecorate and restyle that little corner hutch. So be looking for that video. And I will be using this as well as some of the other items that I picked up today in that corner hutch. All right, friends, I'm going to go ahead and get some of these things styled, the things that I can, and I will share with you those clips where I have styled my items. I almost forgot this necklace that I'm wearing. I picked this up at Emily and Ivy as well. It's beautiful. These are glass beads, and I just went ahead and put it on at the checkout because it looks really nice with this sweater I have on. And it's got like the amber glass, it's got these green beads, these blue beads. Yeah, it's beautiful. I almost forgot to share that.
This is where I'm going to go ahead and end this video for today, friends. Thank you so much for watching. I forgot to mention what my three favorite items that I found were, and it would have to be the owl made from a gourd, the two kissing little Dutch kids, and the ceramic turkey candy dish. I think those were my three favorites. Let me know in the comment section below what were your three favorites. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below, and we will talk to you next time with another brand new video for Vlogtober. Bye-bye, friends.